Security Conference.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan?
No, don't commit them all. They're gonna connect to my phone.
You know, I think that this is such a, you know, I think that this is a, this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point, and we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
It should come as no surprise, MAGA is having a field day with this one.
Move over Kamala. AOC just cooked up her own signature word salad on the global stage.
She was taking her 2028 bike out for a spin. She hit the embankment. She flipped head over heels and went all the way down the mountain. It's her fault.
After the word salad, AOC froze like a deer in headlights.
To quote Billy Madison, everyone in this room is now dumber because of that answer. Thank you, AOC.
A flub for AOC, but the question is also, what happens when the president, the actual president of the United States, does very similar things on the world stage? Listen.
I watch our police and our firemen down at 7-Eleven, down at the World Trade Center.
When I told them about Iceland, they loved me. Our stock market took the first dip yesterday because of Iceland.
Shifting production to Thailand and to Vietnam.
I saw words that was unsolvable. Azerbaijan and Albania.
Miami has been a haven for those fleeing communist tyranny in South Africa.
Nambia's health system is increasingly self-sufficient. We all know the great Prime Minister of the UK, and we just signed a document. This is, sorry about that. We just signed it, and it's done. And so we have our trade agreement with the European Union.
So look, I'll give you that AOC probably should have been more ready for that question, but are we gonna really pretend that the actual president of the United States has not made similar or perhaps worse flubs on the global stage?
Yeah, I don't think we have to pretend. Everyone makes some flubs. We're all TV personalities. We have mistakes here and there, but it's interesting that you would play 10 consecutive clips of Trump actually saying things. Maybe they may not have been pertinent or taken out of context.
Incorrect
but you played one of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, which the whole world is still trying to figure out exactly what she was saying. So, you know, the big buzz now is maybe Kamala, AOC 2028. I say bring that on based on that performance right there.
Yeah, listen, stumbling over your words for 15 seconds is not the same as being incoherent or uneducated on foreign policy. She had a ton of amazing answers in that same interview, which we are not playing. We are playing in its entirety, which we do not do for the president. Personally, I was more interested in the thing she said, where she said we're entering an age of authoritarianism, where a group is working in tandem to carve up the world into pieces to serve themselves, and the president is interested in taking on the Western Hemisphere. First of all, that seems kind of true to me, but going to the Munich Security Conference and saying that out loud in the world is kind of ballsy, and I liked it. So a couple of ums before answering a question on Taiwan.
You should go to Queens once in a while before she goes to Munich. That would probably help.
She has gone to Queens a few times, so she's, listen, this is, she doesn't, she's not a foreign policy expert.
Clearly.
And so, no, she's not.
Don't say.
Yeah.
Come on, give her a break.
You guys, this is
You don't even know who's running in Texas.
Stop being condescending.
You know, for 5 seconds, let somebody finish their thoughts before you have to be rude.
You would be able to answer that. Look, I think that it takes a lot of courage, and I think for her to be expanding her message, for her to be expanding her areas of policy interest are a good thing. She is one of 435 members of Congress. There's a lot of them there that don't come with a breadth of foreign policy.
You're right. She was fabulous.
It's not about her being fabulous. It wasn't.
Let's say you're hired to give a speech. Let's say you're hired because you're expected to deliver information to an audience. Let's say you're even paid for it. When you go and do that, what happens is the agency that hires you, whether it's the government, your own party, says that was not your best moment. In fact, they tied you back to Kamala Harris. You were so bad, you sounded like her. And by the way, I'm sorry, it's not a partisan issue. She was terrible. Get over it. Now maybe she'll get better.
20 seconds.
That was it. And the reality,
Are you kidding?
no,
She's
and
ordinary on that
no, the
Call it what it
no,
is.
but the reality is, if you take just a minute and not be condescending, I really believe what she was.
I'm trying to
One
help her.
moment.
Lift her
One
up,
moment.
make her better.
You had your moment. You had your
Kevin,
moment.
just let her respond.
The
I always have
reality
more moments.
is,
That's what's great
the
about me.
reality is, Kevin, is that she was taking a beat, and yes, she wasn't great for less than 20 seconds, if you ask me, but I thought she was doing something that the President of the United States rarely does, and
What
that's
is that?
think before she speaks.
I don't recall
She
this
was trying to
probably
get
38
she was
seconds,
trying
probably.
to get her words together so she knew how to handle it
It's not
appropriately.
partisan.
And if people did that, we wouldn't be in this
Let me
situation that
ask
we're
Many
in
of us
right
did
now.
Hold on
that
a
right
second.
here. Abby would tell the
But hold on,
producers,
hold on
don't
a
have
second.
them on anymore.
Guys,
It wouldn't be on ever again.
Everyone
We would
stop.
never be on
Everyone
again
stop
if we did
talking,
that.
please,
What are
for
you
just a
talking about?
moment. Stop talking. Thank you. John and Kevin, you all are strongly criticizing AOC for
She
making
was
flops.
terrible, that's why.
All right, we just played several
I didn't say
bites
that you
here.
actually
Okay,
did.
let me hold on. He stood next to someone from the EU and called them the Prime Minister of the UK. Okay, he called South Africa.
Exactly.
South America. He called South America South Africa.
Uh-huh.
He called Greenland Iceland. So So my question to you is, okay, bad answers, bad answers. What do you think should happen to Donald Trump
Well,
as a
here's
result
the
of his
issue.
bad answers?
AOC wants to become the President of the United States. He already is.
Okay,
So he's not worried about running again.
So what are you
She's
saying?
trying to become
So what are you
president.
saying, that it's okay, no consequences because he's already president?
No, I'm just saying that moment was not her best. And I, above all of the rest of you, I am encouraging her to say, listen, watch the tape, don't do that again, or you'll be
What
compared
about-
to word salad girl
What
in the
about
last
when
election.
Donald Trump, in 2024, said, I think Taiwan should pay us for defense?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, it's
I don't
not
think that
working,
we're
Abby.
any different from
She
an
was
insurance
terrible.
policy. He was
Let's
running,
focus on
hey, he was
her.
running for president at that time.
Let's lift her
He
up.
says,
Let's
I don't
help her.
think we're any different from an insurance policy. Why are we doing this? When he was asked if the United States would defend
But what does that
Taiwan.
have to do with her
So
performance?
even on the
Trump
sub-
thought MAGA's having a
so
field day,
even
and
on,
then we make some comments which you were
Again,
all
on a-
thinking in
on
your
a
head,
sub-
and now you're
hold on
getting
a
mad at us
second.
I'm
for
sorry, this
having a field
this
day.
is
We
not
deserve
working
it.
for you.
It was
It's terrible.
terrible.
John, hey, I'm just asking for you all to apply
I
the
think
same
Trump's hilarious. I
standard.
think he makes mistakes
to
all the
the
time, and I
president
crack
as
up
you
laughing,
do
just
to
like I cracked
AOC.
up at Joe Biden when he made mistakes.
you know-
It happens.
You know what? You're cracking up when the women's laughing. You're mocking her. You're saying she's
I'm
uneducated.
cracking up
You're
when I
saying
see
she's
her
stupid.
because
And
she's
then you're
not even
comparing her
forming
to the-
sentences.
Then you're comparing her to the
She's not
other
even forming
strong
sentences.
woman
She's
who
not
ran.
giving like a
And
one
it's
fact
hilarious
or a
when
one
women
name.
gap.
She's
But when
not
women
here
make a
to
gap, they're
separate us.
monsters that should
Guys,
never be
please,
invited
please.
back.
Thank
You
you,
know
Abby.
what one of the differences is though? When
Are you a
Trump,
book of
when
finish
Trump
too?
makes these
Okay.
mistakes as president, he's actually reading from things that people supposedly experts on these issues have written. AOC was beyond her skis, I think, in a place that is a new horizon for her.
Don't say
And no,
Kevin,
Kevin,
please.
you're so damn
Don't say
repetitive.
Kevin, please stop.
And,
Let her
you know,
finish her thought.
she can't, I mean, Donald Trump can't read a script. She was answering an impromptu question of something that she's not an expert in. And she's there making mistakes and learning from them. Listen, I'm old enough to remember when George W. Bush was running for president and they asked him about the guy running Pakistan. What was his name? And he kept saying, General, because he couldn't remember the guy's name.
An iconic moment
So,
in American history.
Yes, I mean,
All right.
and he went on to become president.
All right, next for us, Zoran Mamdani sets
In short.
an ultimatum for New York's governor. Raise taxes on the rich or property taxes in the city are gonna go up. Does this justify Republican fears? We'll debate.